The youth of this country are often called the future. But what is more important is that they are living with the consequences of today's decisions, whether these decisions are being made by them or by others. All decisions play a huge role in how their future shapes out. They are dealing with the pressure of education, unemployment, rising costs, safety concerns, social divisions. All of these add up to a very uncertain future. The youth are not just numbers in election speeches or crowds in rallies or an audience that is expected to clap and agree. They have the right to ask questions. They have the right to demand accountability. They have the right to be involved in shaping the future of a nation that they are going to inherit. Freedom of expression does not mean that everyone must agree with every opinion. It means that people should be allowed to speak, to question, to criticize, and definitely allowed to disagree without immediately being threatened, abused, beaten, and labeled as anti-national or whatever else is unfairly coming their way. Many of the youth that I have heard have been speaking very freely, but with a lot of responsibility. What matters to them are facts, cold, hard facts, not some nice sounding words that are being thrown out in order to fool the uneducated populace. The way they speak reveals their pain and their passion, but not disrespect. That matters above all else. Disagreement cannot be treated as disloyalty, and criticism of a system cannot automatically be dismissed as an attack on the country. Accountability cannot change depending on who is being questioned. It is not party-centric, religion-centric, gender-centric, or social status-centric. The rules cannot be strict for some and flexible for others. Power, privilege, popularity, and political support should not and must not protect anyone from being questioned. That is what a democracy is. We cannot demand accountability only when it suits our beliefs and remain silent when the same questions become uncomfortable for us. If something is wrong, it remains wrong, irrespective of who has done it, which party they belong to, which religion they follow, what their gender is, or how powerful they may be. Accountability means holding everyone up to the same standard. Anything less is not justice. It is selective outrage. We cannot demand answers when a party that we dislike is in charge and suddenly ask everyone to remain silent when the party that we support is questioned. We cannot condemn one action today and defend the same action tomorrow simply because the names and the party symbols have changed. That is not accountability. That is loyalty without any moral principle. Young people today are far more aware than we were, far more connected, and more willing to speak than earlier generations. Thank God that they are. That should not be seen as a problem. A country becomes stronger when its youth are interested in what is happening around them, when they question those who are in power, when they refuse to stay silent in the face of wrongdoing, and when they refuse to accept glib answers. We may have different political views. We may support different leaders, and that is okay. In fact, that is what democracy is about. That is what makes democracy such a powerful system. But our basic values cannot keep changing according to party lines. Freedom of expression matters and must matter to us all. The voice of the youth matters. It is not only the voice of today, it is also the voice of tomorrow. And accountability must apply to everyone, without exception.